Hello, my name's David, and I'm here to help you fall asleep. So with that said, please don't listen to this if you're driving or doing anything that requires your conscious attention. Quick note before we get started. This meditation uses imagery involving water and swimming. So, if these aren't things you're comfortable with, you can find a link in the description for another video that might help you fall asleep. Now, before we get started, find a place where you can be comfortable and you can sleep safely. If you're ready, I'd like to begin by taking a few deep breaths and perhaps a relaxing sigh. If you're not somewhere where you can make a little noise with a relaxing sigh, or you might feel a little embarrassed, a simple deep exhale is just fine. But if you are in a space where you can make some noise, go ahead and follow me in a sigh that sounds kind of like this. A nice full inhale, and then let's try that again. Nice big inhale, and a sigh. So there's evidence that shows that a sigh like that can help relax your neurophysiology. Maybe try one more. Nice big inhale and sigh. All right. I don't know about you, but I already feel a little more relaxed. So go ahead, lie down if you're not already lying down. And, close your eyes. Feel your body for a moment. Whatever you're lying on, I assume it's a bed, perhaps it's a couch, or any comfortable spot. Know that your body is fully supported. You can let go and relax. No need to hold any tension. Let the muscles of your body completely relax. Take a moment and scan your body from head to toe, starting at the top of your head. Scan your consciousness down through your body all the way to your toes. If you find any tension anywhere in your body, now's the time to let it go. You're welcome to sigh it out if you need to. Again, starting from the head and moving down to the toes, scan your whole body, looking for any tension anywhere. It's normal to find a spot that holds tension, but now you can let go. You can tell yourself that it's okay to release. We'll do one more, looking for any tension anywhere in your body. If you find any tension, just let it go. All right. By now, you should be nice and relaxed. I encourage you to use your imagination and follow along with me on a journey of drifting and floating and relaxing and falling into a deep, deep sleep. Now, imagine yourself on an empty beach. Imagine that it's nighttime and there is plenty of moonlight so you can see all around. And in this soft moonlight, you find yourself already beginning to relax. You can imagine yourself sitting down in the dry sand, a little ways up from where the gentle waves are lapping the shore. And you can imagine yourself sitting in the dry sand, and you can notice how nice the sand feels with your bare feet and your hands on either side. You can think about what it would feel like as your fingers drift into the sand, as you move your fingers around in this loose, dry sand. Maybe in the evening air, the sand feels a little cold to you. Or perhaps it was a hot day, and the sun warmed up the sand, and even though the sun has gone down, perhaps you can still feel that warmth of the sun as it's leaving the sand. Could be either one, whatever you feel. And as you look out in that soft moonlight glinting off the water, you see gentle waves slowly making their way up the beach. As a gentle wave rolls in and then rolls back out to the ocean. And you can almost imagine feeling the soft breeze coming off the water. And that breeze on your face makes you feel good, reminding you of a time when you could just let go and feel the breeze on your face. As you sit there comfortably in the sand, you can imagine hearing the sound of the waves gently coming in towards you and gently going back out. After a while of relaxing, sitting on the sand, perhaps you stand up, take a few steps towards the water as you look out in the moonlight. And you can feel the sand under your bare feet. As you step closer to the water, you notice the sand that you're standing on now is wet from the last wave that gently rolled over it. And the ground feels pleasant under your feet as you take a few more steps towards the water. In this soft moonlight, you see the beach all around you. If you look over to the left, you see a long stretch with waves gently coming up onto the sand and back out to the ocean. If you look to the right, you can also see a long, empty stretch of beach, just the sand and the water in the moonlight. You might want to take a few more steps towards the ocean. And as you're walking, you feel a gentle wave wash up and over your bare feet. And you may be pleasantly surprised just how good the water feels. You can feel your feet standing on the sand as the water moves past your feet. And you can imagine that the temperature of the water is exactly how you like it. And it feels good. And you may notice that you want to take a few more steps and go deeper into the water. As you walk a few more steps in the moonlight, you feel the water around your ankles, and it feels so good as the gentle waves move in towards the beach and then draw back out towards the water. And you continue to take a few more steps as you find yourself going deeper. Now, the water is around your knees, and it feels so good. And you may notice that you want to go even deeper. As you walk across the sand, walking deeper and deeper, the water now around your waist. And in this time, you become aware that you float, almost as though you're like a beach ball or an inflatable pool toy. And you are aware that you float, and that you can safely float on the water with ease, and you can enjoy the feeling of floating. And you notice you're no longer standing on the sand. You might even find that you're lying down on the water, floating on the gentle tides of the waves. You can look up at the sky, and you might see a few clouds in the moonlight. You may even find yourself beginning to smile, almost as if you didn't even notice those clouds there before. But now, lying there on the water, effortlessly floating, seeing those clouds above you in the moonlight lit up so beautifully, and you find that it feels so nice floating on the water as the gentle waves rise you up, and then you dip back down as the waves go out. And as a wave comes in, you rise up towards those clouds just a little bit, and then dip back down. You also notice the gentle feeling with each wave softly brings you a little bit more towards the shore as it comes in, and then gently pulls you a little farther out as it retreats. Perhaps you've never noticed how pleasant it can be to lie there so relaxed as you drift, safely drifting, feeling so safe feeling so taken care of as each wave lifts you up and dips you down as you go in towards the tide and out. Looking up at those beautiful clouds in the moonlight, and you can hear the sounds of the ocean around you. As you listen to the sound of the waves, looking up at the clouds, feeling yourself rise and fall with the gentle rhythm of the waves, feeling the tide slowly bring you a little towards the land and gently pull you a little out from the land. And it feels so good to drift as you float along. Here comes another wave, a gentle wave that picks you up and lets you down, softly floating in the moonlight. As you look up, enjoying the clouds, you start to notice that you have beautiful peripheral vision, that all the way around you can see out of the sides of your eyes, the horizon all the way around. You can see the water, where the water meets the sky, and in one direction you can see the coastline, where the coastline meets the sky in the moonlight as you drift back and forth, up and down, feeling so taken care of, and you are, safe. I remember a time I was on a sailboat just off from an island in the Caribbean, and the water was so clear. They had just lowered the anchor, and I was standing on the front of the boat, looking down, deep down in the clear water, and I could follow the anchor chain all the way down to the sandy bottom. And the water was so clear, I could see the anchor set in the sand. The plan was to get on the small boat attached and paddle into the island that we were just off the shore of. So we climbed down into the little boat, started to paddle towards the island, and I remember looking back at the sailboat that we were on, and it was such a beautiful sight. The water was so clear, the sky was so clear. It was hard to tell the difference between the water and the sky. And from where I sat in the small boat, looking back at the sailboat anchored in the sand, and that clear water with the clear sky, It almost looked like all I could see was sky. And in my imagination, I could see it as though the sailboat, was just floating in the air with only the anchor chain holding it to the sand. It reminded me of being a child, holding on to the string of a balloon. And I knew if I let go for just a moment, that the balloon would fly away. Standing there, looking up at that balloon, holding onto the string, the large sky above me, thinking about how much fun I'd have playing with that balloon. An idea came across. Maybe it'd be fun to watch the balloon fly away. I thought about that for a while. Stood there holding onto the string. And then finally, with a smile, I let go. And you can, let go and imagine watching that balloon drifting upwards, flying up in the sky. And you can imagine watching a balloon drifting and floating higher and higher, getting smaller in your vision as it goes higher and higher. Perhaps a gentle breeze catches it, and you watch for a while and see it floating away till you can't even see it anymore. Now, eventually, as we paddled the boat, we made it to the little island. Standing on the beach there on the small island, pulling the small boat ashore. Such a beautiful day. Walked around the island. It wasn't very big. And what struck me was, other than that sailboat anchored offshore, all I could see in every direction was a wide open space on the water. A wide horizon. So much possibility. Filled me with a pleasant feeling of excitement to know there's so much possibility all around. Standing there on that beach, thinking about the water, watching those waves gently drift in towards the sand and back out. And I could see the surface of the water gently rising up and down. I can imagine lying there on the water, rising up and down, feeling myself drift back to that scene in the moonlight, feeling the water as I float, and you can float, and you can drift as the waves bring you closer to the sand of the beach. Slowly bringing your feet down and touching the sand under the water. Taking a few steps in towards the shore. Feeling your bare feet on the sand as you walk up the beach. Getting past the edge of the surf and sitting down in the dry sand, right where you were before. Touching the surface of the dry sand with your fingers and remembering how good it feels. So comfortable. You lie down in the soft moonlight on the sand, looking at the sky, and you can close your eyes in your mind and feel how soft and comfortable the sand is, lying there. Again, lying still and beginning to feel yourself drift and float off to sleep, to a deep, comfortable sleep.